gents, welcome back to Pitstop!
We have had the Qatar Grand Prix, and now we have Abu Dhabi.
As if the championship couldn't get any worse, mate.
Worse?
Great.
Better. This is the best possible finish.
So bloody good.
This is what we've been saying for the last 5 months would be the best possible finish. Comes down to the last race.
The wire.
We thought there might be 2 drivers in it. We got 3. 3 drivers.
We do, mate. 3 in contention with 16 points between them.
We're going to try and put Qatar and Abu Dhabi into one episode today, even though there is a lot to talk about. But maybe before we jump the gun, we'll just go even back before Qatar.
Oh, Vegas.
Because I'm sure a lot of people want us to talk about this. It has been confirmed Adrian Newey will be Aston Martin team principal. So congrats, Mr. Adrian. Not Christian Horner. No,
but I still believe that there's a spot somewhere in there for him. Even though Lawrence has cut me down and said he's never coming to the team.
What do you think of Adrian Newey as a team principal?
Yeah, you don't think it works, do you, really, off the bat? And I think everyone feels the same way. He's a very soft-spoken bloke, Adrian.
I never would have thought it.
I can't picture him laying down the law, can you?
No, but a team principal is a very strange thing, isn't it? Like in F1, it isn't really a go-out one-man job. You could have 4 people playing that role, really.
Yeah.
I mean, at McLaren, you got Zach and other people pulling strings. And
I think it gives you a new appreciation for someone like Christian Horner.
Yep.
I've got my teeth in again. Am I lisping?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm lisping.
No lisping yet.
Sorry.
Last time you said you got your teeth in, someone commented and didn't quite understand. Do you want to clear it up?
Oh, I've got a Invisalign.
Yeah, he doesn't actually take his old teeth
retainer.
out and put them back in.
It's like a plastic thing that goes on my teeth.
Pops
I've
them
got
all out.
fucking dentures. Can you imagine? Whole set.
One day, that'll be us though, mate.
It will be, mate. Unless we live forever.
Think about things that'll be good to eat and drink when you've got dentures, like smoothies.
I actually don't think I die. I don't think I die.
Wow, you're starting to sound very Brian Johnson.
Yeah, well, I've been watching Brian Johnson, mate. Wonder if anyone else at home has been watching a little bit of Brian Johnson.
Back to Adrian Newey.
Yeah.
Similar men, actually.
Maybe Brian Johnson should be the team principal for Aston Martin.
Maybe Brian Johnson could help Adrian Newey live forever, and then we'd have cars forever.
And then we'd never have to worry. There's a few people in F1 that shouldn't live forever, though, I would say. And if they got their hand on the secret formula, it could be all chaos.
I want the secret formula for McDonald's. That's the formula I would like.
I thought you had it.
I don't.
Either way, I think this gives a great perspective on Christian Horner because he's a man, and someone like Toto Wolff, who can do everything, mate.
Lawrence Stroll has shut down Christian Horner and said that Christian Horner is not joining. We do think that still could be a maybe, but I'm going to take it as a no for now.
It was like a burst of energy there.
But I do have a theory, because I've got to share my theory.
I feel like
about
I've just been hit by a tidal wave.
Yeah, well, there you go. I think Adrian Newey must actually know that he's got something amazing. And my theory is that the reason he wants to be team principal is because he wants to get the credit for it. If he's able to bring Aston Martin out the mud and they start winning everything, he probably doesn't want to be at the back like he was with Red Bull. He probably knows that without him, Max wouldn't have won any of them. Vettel wouldn't have won any of them.
And he wants a bit more of the credit.
And he wants a bit more of the credit.
He's like, I want my name out there. Everyone's been giving it to Christian. What about me?
If you're already a legend, you wouldn't then put yourself in a position of criticism at a risk.
No, but I don't know how front facing he's going to be.
Well, he's going to be trackside for the first 12 races. I'm pretty sure he said.
Yeah, but in terms of interviews and that, I guess it's up to him really, mate. Whether he wants to do it. If I was him, maybe I would want to do a little bit more. But there is going to come a time, some point in that season, where it hits the fan.
Yeah.
And people are going to want answers. Now, is Adrian going to be the kind of guy who goes out there and sticks it to the media? To be honest with you, even Lawrence Stroll isn't really that guy. I saw him read in front of the whole Aston Martin factory about what was going to happen with Adrian Newey, and he was reading from this piece of paper.
Yeah.
And he could barely get his words out, mate. I don't know if he's the best guy to speak.
He would have been prattling that for 3 weeks in his lounge.
Exactly.
Reading through the lines.
So I feel like Aston Martin need to hire someone who can just talk
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
can't really imagine Adrian like arguing in these driver meetings and in the team principal meetings, and when he's got to like back up his drivers.
Yeah, no.
I don't know how that's
No, it
going to
wouldn't
go.
work.
But yeah, I think he must have something amazing. Would love to know. What does everyone else think? Why is Adrian Newey now a team principal?
He's got,
Was this always the plan, or is this just suddenly... They say that it wasn't the plan. Apparently it works better because Cal has a good relationship with the other sponsors, so he can hold everything together better.
Who's Cal?
Andy Cal.
Oh,
The guy
right.
who's gone.
Right.
Yeah.
You got you. I thought you meant Callum.
No, but anyway, let's go back to Qatar now, because some stuff has happened.
Well, hang on. Before we go there, let's just quickly go back to the fucking table quickly. We've got a blue light in it, and it looks cool. And we can change the colour of the light. So...
But let's not get too carried away, because there's a very high chance that before the end of the ep, it's dead.
Oh, it's going to die. It will die. Yeah, 100%.
How long did it last?
About 35, 40 minutes. So, but we did say that when it runs out of battery, that's when we know that the episode is finished.
Yeah, that's something everyone knows. When this light starts to die, we're about to say bye.
Game over.
I am poetic today.
You're poetic every day.
Seriously, crazy.
Every single day.
Crazy.
If anyone wants to know what it's like to live with Jake Boys,
This one big
it's like
poem.
waking up to like angels singing every morning. It's beautiful.
Wow.
And then he has to listen to me try and fucking fumble through the guitar.
Yeah, it's pretty good guitar playing though.
Yeah, mate. Guitar.
Absolute chaos.
I feel like we are getting our Christmas present early this year with this season, you know, and it kind of, you know, we're gonna roll into Abu Dhabi. Free practice one. It's gonna smell like 2021. Isn't
Yeah.
it? It's gonna be on everyone's lips. Everyone's gonna be. You can smell it in the air. I think.
Yeah, everyone knows. I think full credit straight away to Hannah Schmitz, because Red Bull...
Oh, Hannah Schmitz.
Yeah,
I was
Hannah
like, who the
Schmitz.
f- is
Hannah Schmitz is Santa
Hash
Claus,
Schmitz.
mate. She made Christmas happen. Without
made it.
her, yesterday, none of that happened. If Red Bull just didn't make that decision there and then, maybe Lando would even be world champion right now. Maybe we'd be doing the pod saying that.
True. Yeah.
But the one thing, obviously, to talk about is why McLaren didn't bring their drivers in. Obviously, everyone online over the last 24 hours has already given McLaren all the shit in the world for that. So what do you want us to possibly say? It's clearly a mistake. Everyone knows it was a mistake. Oscar was clearly pissed. It's just really annoying because that decision has pretty much ended Oscar's title chances.
Don't say that. What is wrong with you?
You would need
This
Max
is the man.
and Lando to DNF.
This is a man that
Pretty
I
much.
know has backed Oscar Piastri
Yeah,
since
mate,
the dawn
I
of
wanted
fucking
to
time.
win.
Since the Big Bang, Adam and Eve
Since
came
the
down
Big
from the
Bang.
thing. Jake Boys touched the
there,
tree of knowledge and he was like,
OP81.
Oscar Piastri will win the world championship. Like, that's always been you. So we're at the final hurdle, mate. You have to stick
I know
with your
I've
boy.
came this far, but Max is overtaking him now.
Yeah, but it's all right, innit? Because if Max wins, it's amazing. Like, we all happy with that, aren't we? I would say we are.
I'm happy with any of them winning. I really am. But if Lando finishes 1, 2, or 3, he's world champion. Let's be honest. Lando is going to finish in the top 3, isn't he, in Abu Dhabi? He won Abu Dhabi last
Unless there's a particular kamikaze driver who might want to try and do a little Latifi or something. You know what I mean? What were we saying like Kimikaze, weren't we?
year. Well, Red Bull have Yuki. This is Yuki's last race ever,
Yeah.
I think, in F1, okay? If they want to use him and they need someone to help Max win the championship, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
What do you think? What do you think? You know?
Yeah, I mean, because McLaren aren't going to be able to get their drive. Well, that's the big story, isn't it? Are McLaren going to be able to get their drivers to work together here? Because really, Lando needs Oscar, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And when Oscar needed Lando, what happened? I don't really know. I love stirring the pot. But look, he does need him. And if it was me, if I was Oscar Piastri, I would just do my own thing. I'd probably pull the radio out after the first lap and be like, watch this.
Your pits are going to be good.
True, I'd wait for my second
Plug
pit.
it back in.
And then
Sorry,
I'd put it
guys.
up.
Do you mind if I come for some new tyres now?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky, but I love it.
Yeah, that decision, that one decision, obviously, without it, has taken us to Abu Dhabi. So whilst I sit here and I say, well done, Hannah Schmitz, I'm also really happy that McLaren did get it wrong, because I kind of want
Me too.
that.
Oh, me too.
I want that three people shootout.
I've seen a bunch of conspiracies.
Yeah.
I've seen a rake of conspiracies.
Right, what was the first one?
I don't even want to mention them.
No, we'll go through them really quick.
Because someone could remove the bit where I say I've heard, and then everyone's got. If they clip it, they're going to think I'm a bloody.
No, a day off, isn't it?
True.
You
Yeah.
don't care.
So I don't care about the racing. I think one of the conspiracies that I heard was that the Abu Dhabi had paid the FIA and Liberty Media like a shed load of money to just have a three-way battle.
Yeah, I'd seen that one.
Yeah, you've heard that one?
Yeah, and I've
that's
seen
just
them,
that's like scraping the surface.
Yeah,
that's one
I've
of many.
seen the conspiracy where they were like, they paid McLaren not to pit so that it brings Max closer towards
Extra
the final
cash.
race. I honestly don't think any of that. I think none of that. Like, I think this season has been very like, there's been a lot of stuff happening that we actually don't know about, but I think right now it's a fight to the death.
Yeah.
And McLaren actually did absolutely blow that.
There's been a lot of stuff happening that we also do know about.
Yes, yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. And it looks like the drivers are starting to announce it themselves, though. We've got some driver changes. Hadjar's pretty much confirmed he's on the grid next year, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. And Yuki has pretty much confirmed that he ain't.
Yeah, and I actually think this is going to be announced tomorrow, isn't it? It's coming out tomorrow.
Is it coming
So
out tomorrow?
I think by the time we're filming this, it will
God,
be
I'm
out.
going to sleep.
So, well, I don't know if it's definitely out tomorrow or not, but we should have Lindblad to VCarb and Hadjar to Red Bull,
Of course, yeah.
which is really exciting. But
Great.
that would just mean the end of the line for Yuki, and Yuki's always been in F1 and our whole time of watching it.
Yeah, and like I think he's had a good stint. I mean, the Red Bull stint's been pretty shoddy, but like I think anyone who joins that seat is going to have a terrible time. And I'm sure if I was Isaac Hadjar, I'd be trying to make up any excuse.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't, because the V-carb, it fits me really well, and I've got it set up perfectly. I can't go to that car. Put someone else in it. Give someone else the pleasure.
I'm sure he's
Don't worry
tried
about
that.
me.
I'm sure he's tried that. But
You know what I mean?
at the end of the day, you can't win the race in a Haas.
You can't. You can't. That was perfect, by the way.
But he is actually doing pretty good in a V-carb. So, but then again, Max is winning in a Red Bull, and I think Max and Hadjar do have quite a good thing going. And Lindblad and Liam will be interesting at V-carb.
Liam deserves that spot, by the way.
But for sure, he got robbed of it at Red Bull the first time. They
Yeah.
need to give him a couple of years at least.
No, but he's also had a good year, I think. Like compared to Hadjar, I don't
Yes.
really think there's much between them.
No.
I
he
think
has had a good
Hadjar
year.
maybe pips him like a little bit on performance, but like Liam's done well.
They're both still finding their feet at these
Points.
tracks.
Exactly.
They haven't even raced at these tracks before, so it's like
Exactly.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Back to the conspiracies. The other one was Kimi Antonelli, wasn't it? That's been happening
Kimi-
all online
yeah.
right now. I don't know why Kimi Antonelli is getting a bombard of hate.
Kimikaze.
He's literally getting so much hate for that move at the
Oh,
end,
mate, he
where-
is. Yeah, Red Bull have had to issue an official apology
Yeah.
to Kimi Antonelli.
That's a real shame, really. I mean, when I was watching it, I was gutted because Kimi had held Lando behind him for so long. You're thinking, oh, he's doing amazing. Look at that
Yeah.
defending. Like, he's obviously not just going to suddenly let him pass. And then he loses the car and he goes past.
Yeah, but do you know what I love? I love how Helmut Marko fills that role of being like the old, like inappropriate granddad at Christmas. Do you know what I mean? Because he's the one who came out with the comments.
It's going to be him, isn't it?
It was him, yeah. Directly after the race, he was like, "Oh, Kimi did it on purpose," and then Red Bull had to come with their tail between their legs 2
Yeah.
days later, like, "Oh, sorry, he didn't mean to say that. Yeah, he's not well. He didn't mean it. Sorry, we don't normally give him a microphone."
He's had way too much
Literally
mic this
like
year,
that.
hasn't he?
Yeah, it's Christmas. He's had a bit too much to drink. Ignore Helmet.
He has been stirring the pot, but I mean, everyone was thinking it because Kimi was able to. He was defending him so well for them
Yeah.
to suddenly make a mistake where he goes past. Like you
A
can
lapse of
see
judgment.
why,
Yeah.
and you can see why Red Bull were annoyed because obviously that 2 points in a final race.
Yeah.
What is the current situation now? Like
The current. Well,
Lando comes first, second, or third. He's world champion.
there's a bunch of different ones.
There's
of
so
how
many
it could all
different
finish.
cognitive ways.
Yeah, none of them feature George Russell coming through at the end, though, which I
Strange.
found really weird.
Really strange.
Also because McLaren could still get second in the constructors, by the way, I believe. They're only like 25 points behind Red Bull. Sorry, Mercedes.
Oh, okay, yeah, good.
No,
good.
I'm a Mercedes.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Sorry, I was so thrown by that.
It sounds like something I would say, doesn't it? I they
I
already
was
got
about
it?
to be like, mate, I think they won it like
I had
6
no idea they already had
months
it.
ago.
No way.
That's really close. Well, you can see why there's a bit of a fight there then.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to talk about what happened to Lewis Hamilton in qualifying and what's going on at the end of the season, or should we just accept that it's over?
Mate. Well, what I've realised, is that the problem with Ferrari is not just the F1 team. It's like the whole of Ferrari, it's like the company as a whole, I feel like. You have to stay with me on this, right? But they're such a historic team, right? And they have this old work ethic, which in a lot of the time, that's cool. You know, Gino spoke about it with like Max and his dad had this kind of like old work ethic. I feel like that's what the whole of Ferrari is. Sometimes it works. Oftentimes it doesn't. And I don't think it's working right now. And on a side note to this, so they've just released all their F1 skins in Fortnite, haven't they?
Yes.
Have you seen them?
I saw they were doing it. I haven't been on there and got my own Fortnite F1 skin as of yet.
Look, let me get some pictures here.
Maybe I'll get some V-Bucks and treat myself.
Yeah, take a look. He actually does play it, though.
Okay. Yeah.
They're pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool if you're into that kind of stuff. One thing I would say, is that every single team has put their logo on it. They've gone all out because they realise that this is an amazing opportunity to spread the word of Formula One, spread the word of the car manufacturer, Ferrari, Aston Martin. Just get people involved. It's a brilliant idea, and I love how Fortnite do these collabs. And Ferrari have put their logo on the skin, but on the glider, the little thing that when you parachute in, and the hammer that they have, or the axe or whatever, they haven't put their logo on it.
Is it just red?
It's just red.
Well, that must be a marketing mistake.
And I don't think it's a mistake. It's obviously Ferrari being stupid.
Yeah, well, no, like a marketing mistake. Someone somewhere has not thought of the value of that. They've obviously, when they Fortnite have pitched it, they've been like, do you want a red glide? Do you want a Ferrari glider?
It just makes no sense.
Just make it red.
Every single team has done it, and the one team that hasn't is like the old team that are still stuck in their ways. Why would you not? Why would you not do it? Why would you put it on the skin, but then not on the other things?
And do you reckon the lack of the logo on the Fortnite gliders correlates to bad race performance
on track? Yes, I do. And all they had to do was stick a bloody logo on the glider, and maybe they would have picked up a few more points.
I would absolutely agree.
Can you see where I'm coming from, though? Like they're like completely delusional.
They absolutely are living in like a different time to a lot of the other teams, aren't they? Like,
it's like when Spotify came out and a bunch of old artists and bands were like, I'm never putting my music on there because you're robbing us. And now no one knows who they are anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it's just an old-fashioned way of thinking.
Which could, ever since they changed the red, Ferrari aren't even the red that they were when they were winning. No, it's probably the first thing I thought when I started watching F1 for the first time properly years ago. I was like, that red's different.
God. It's paint.
Like more burgundy, isn't it? It's like off red. Could it be that?
It's more kind of claret now. It used to be more orangey before.
Yeah, just a little notice, something for you all to take. No, I actually think...
It ain't the paint.
I don't want to say this and get sued, but like... It's funny how Lewis Hamilton comes out and says, this is a disaster, I'm not excited for next year. And then after that, Lewis Hamilton's car is just even worse.
Well, we spoke about this, didn't we?
Yeah, are they sabotaging him? Are they trying to make him look even worse so that they can easily get rid of him or so that he wants to leave? I don't know.
All I will say on the matter is that being half Italian, I know what we're like.
Ciao.
And if Lewis had gone out and had slagged off my car and my team, then I'd be like, well, you then. Here you go. Have a car.
Innit?
You know what I mean?
Innit? Like, I've seen the mechanics in that garage, and I don't feel, like, when they're wheeling him in, it doesn't feel very, like...
It don't feel great.
I don't know what everyone else is thinking. People also picked up the McLaren pit crew, and I just wanted to say, because this is something we mentioned, like, 6 months ago, a lot of people were going mad at the fact that, like, one side of the garage isn't celebrating with McLaren. I don't know if it's very clear to everyone that there is, like, two sides of a garage to, like, every driver pretty much, and especially in a championship battle. Like, Lando's side is obviously not going to be celebrating Oscar getting pole in a championship battle. But on, like, that was going viral with these McLaren people not.
Idiots.
Yeah.
Idiots.
That is so competitive in there, literally, to, like, the drivers wanting certain mechanics. They're not going to be celebrating.
No, of course. It's an internal war at McLaren now, isn't it? I guess.
I honestly, after this weekend, so gutted for Oscar. He couldn't have done any more there. He couldn't have done any more.
No, but two lads who did do something which I really, really liked. I would love to extend a congratulations to Lando Norris and George Russell for giving us potentially the best media pen piece of I don't know what you want to call it, content?
Yeah.
The best media pen interview I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really an interview. It was like a behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Hey, you told me the reason you messed up turn one was because of me. Who did that? Someone said you're blaming me.
We're media, mate. All they do is bullshit.
I can't believe you believe them over me. I'm pretty disappointed. It sounded like something you would say. What even happened? Like, where were you? You let me pass. I was going to give you a toe to help you win the championship.
Te iba a dar rebufo para que ganaras el campeonato.
And you let me pass the one and I messed up in two. So I don't know what they said. Who
Tú
said
me has
it?
pasado y... ¿Quién lo ha dicho?
I think she said it.
Creo que lo ha dicho ella. ¿Quién fue?
Yeah, he's stirring. She's not going to get it. Sorry.
It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It was incredible, that squabble that they had. They go to that media pen after every session, bro. Like every race, every weekend.
Yeah.
They get asked the same questions
I know.
by the same journalists, and they have the same answer. Now, am I just smoking wacky backy, or am I like the only person who thinks that this is kind of boring?
It's so boring, and the drivers absolutely hate it.
They hate it.
They hate it.
And I have a solution.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
They should, you know how they're trying to put the three of them, the podium winners, together in the interviews at the end now to try and spice up the thing. It hasn't really worked, has it?
No, because they don't talk to each other, do they?
No, because the setting's wrong.
Yeah,
and because
the
there's one
setting is
microphone.
wrong.
Is there one microphone, or at least one person has it? I don't know. They ask one person a question. It doesn't really work. Like, I
No.
think when you have the press conference, when they're all sat on the sofa, that's great. But you've still got an audience of people there, like journos, boring journos in suits with a notepad, camera. I think you want to make it a bit more intimate. Get the drivers, get a few of them in together post-race, and then don't do it with all of them, because do you need to hear from all of the drivers after a race? I don't think you do. I think you could take pull five or 6 or 7 who had the most action on track. The other guys can just go back to their motorhome and sack off the media pen and not have to do it.
Yeah, if they're going to put them together, they definitely shouldn't be a camera there, I don't think. Or the setup needs to be different. Because, cool-down room's great. Like, when they're just cool-down room, if they just mic that up properly and actually did cool-down room
and keep
properly,
it low-key.
Yeah, and weren't scared about what they'd say and didn't just cut the audio as soon as the drivers actually started talking, then the cool-down room would be great. But the interview style of having all three next to each other, you've got someone who's won the race, and then you've got title contenders. It's just not gonna work.
No.
Even if you're mates with that person and they've just beat you in a race, you don't want to stand next to them. And then they ask one of them, "Oh, do you think you can still win the championship?" Whilst he's standing next to the person taking him on in the championship.
Thing is, I understand the mindset of them thinking let's get all three of them together, but it just hasn't really worked.
But the mindset's wrong, because they've done it hoping that when that person goes, "Yeah, I'm going to win the championship,"
there might be an
Lando will
argument.
bump up and go, "No, you're not."
Yeah,
But if
they
any
don't.
of them do that, they'll probably just cut away. Or
Because they've got a whole grandstand of thousands of people stood there.
Yeah.
Cheer it, everyone surrounded them. You
Yeah,
know? I
it's
think
true.
I think that's wrong. In that moment with George and Lando, there was everything, mate. There was everything. There was emotion, there was passion, there was friendship, there was
Well, it
hardship.
sounds like you got lied
there was
to as well.
argument, there was reconciliation, there was all these things that happened in the
Real.
space of about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Raw emotion. And you find out more about your two favourite drivers than you ever would have
Yeah.
if you'd have watched asking, "Hey, what happened down into turn 2?"
The way George says it sounds like something you would have said as well.
The
God,
sass.
it bites,
The
doesn't
sass,
it?
yeah.
Even if it wasn't true. Oh.
Drive to Survive can take some notes, mate, because that was a great piece of TV.
Yeah.
Great piece of TV.
Drive Survive must have caught some things this year, because imagine how big the story would have been covering Lewis.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
from the
of course.
beginning, this whole thing. Yeah. Bit lost for words about that when he went out in Q1, to be honest. I think everyone else was not expecting that either. One final race of the season, though, so maybe he'll surprise us. I also definitely need to give Carlos Sainz a congratulations, because that's he's just pulling podiums for fun right now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Carlos Sainz is absolutely flying.
Yeah. I mean, what must that be like for Lewis?
Yeah.
You've just swapped. You've just taken his seat at the better team, and now he's got 2 podiums this year. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad. Carlos is a G. James Vowles is on the edge of being a G.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to see what that car says
They have
next
done
year.
something good. Definitely James is good, and definitely Carlos is good, and Williams is definitely getting better. But I do feel like a lot of their podiums come from mistakes.
Yeah, but you take them.
But then you take them, don't
Yeah.
you? You take them.
You do.
You can't say that, but it does feel like that a lot of the time.
You got to take them, mate. Honestly,
No.
a win's a win at the end of the day.
But yeah,
innit?
he's doing better than Hamilton. He's doing better than Hamilton. I assume Carlos probably spent the first 3 months of his Williams contract absolutely gutted.
Smashed.
Yeah,
Just
smashed.
drunk as hell, just trying to drink away his sorrows. Like,
Yeah.
oh, man, I used to be in Ferrari.
Probably, and then over the last 6 months, he's probably just thought, "Thank God, I'm
Yeah.
not there.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm not there," because he's chilling. He's enjoying his racing. Probably, he looks like he's having more fun than the people winning races when he's on the podium.
He
So,
does, mate. He does, yeah. Someone who doesn't look like they're having fun is Alex Albon.
No, mate, that would be so
feel-
tough to watch.
I feel like the whole season for him has been like this kind of journey of like starting good and like, well, of course I'm like the king of the hill because I've been at this team
Yeah.
for quite a while, and it's going to take a minute for Carlos to catch up. But then Carlos caught up, and then Alex almost like simultaneously went down.
I think Alex has not yet reached Carlos's level. He even joined Williams. Do you know what I mean? The level Carlos joined Williams at is already so far above Alex.
That's interesting.
Well, he was
'Cause
the only race winner the year before.
Right.
Comes from Ferrari. The pedigree's different.
Alex said that he's at his peak. He said in an interview, he was like, I'm pretty much at my peak now. Maybe another year, and then it's kind of downhill from there.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a bad thing because it's so car related, isn't it? Maybe he is at his peak. Maybe he just can't
How
drive
old
the
is
car
he?
like Carlos. I mean, he must be like 27, 28. But yeah, you would feel sorry for him because he's been there for all that time, and then someone's just come in and is suddenly picking up the podiums. Imagine how much the team love Carlos for bringing back the trophies. And
He's 29,
29.
23rd of March. He's a month younger than you.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was at his peak, but I don't expect Alex Albon to be a world champion, to be honest. We can't expect every driver on the grid to be a world champion. There is 20 drivers and 1 championship
It's really sad to say.
every year, but there's other great drivers I don't expect to be a world champion. But with Alex, when you look at
But the thing is, he will expect to be a world champion. Otherwise, he wouldn't be there. So, like, for us watching, like, it's quite painful. But to actually be him,
yeah.
can you imagine that?
Well, especially when you've got 2 rookies like Ollie Behrman and Kimi, I would say they both have more chance of winning a world championship than him.
Yeah.
And they're like 8 years younger. And I don't even think that's age related. I think that's actually talent related. Like Ollie and Kimi may be better drivers now than
Is it
Alex.
looks related, maybe?
No, Alex is a handsome man.
He is a handsome
He's
guy.
a
isn't
handsome
he?
man.
Yeah. So, definitely not looks related then.
No.
So it's 16 points, mate. 16 points going in to the next race,
Yeah.
the final race of the season, Abu Dhabi. It's got to have everything I think that we want.
Yeah, and I am a big believer, but do you not agree? Like, it's pretty much over for Oscar.
I would say it's been pretty much over for Oscar before the season started, mate.
Okay.
What do you want
Yeah.
me to say? Well, you know.
Yeah.
I
mean,
blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
it's all been
a
said.
shame, innit?
So if Lando gets it, great. You know,
Bringing
Great.
it back to Britain!
Yeah.
We're going to go and get that trophy and put it straight in the Tower of London.
Hopefully he can win the championship. Everyone can be super happy for him. All this foul play can stop, and then we can have a proper season next year.
Yep.
Or if Max gets it, then it's happy days. 5th championship. He was in the dirt at the start of the season, pulled it back like no one's ever seen before. I don't know if we've ever seen. Have we ever seen something like this before?
I mean, I don't know if we've ever seen anyone blow it as bad. Like, open your legs up as much as possible and say, here you go.
What
you
is
know
that?
what I mean? What?
What is that noise? You ordered an Uber?
Do you know what that actually was? That was my motivation app.
Oh.
And my quote says, you only fail if you don't try.
Is that what, you get one of those every day, do you?
Get one, like, every couple
yeah,
of hours.
I hear that ping like 10 times
Every
a day.
couple of hours, you know? Just keep you going, you know?
Yeah, fair enough. I can give you some motivational speech. Yeah, you need it. And I can tell you what you want to hear as well.
All right,
Right.
motivate me right now. If I was an F1 driver going into a big race like this, what advice would you give me?
Where are you in the championship?
Second.
And how many points?
I'm Max.
You're Max. Jake, I've known you how long? How long have I known you? You are the greatest Formula One driver, not that I've just seen, all right, that everyone has seen, the whole world has seen, this universe has seen, and you're going to tell me that you're going to come to Abu Dhabi and not win that motherfucking champion? Who are you? You need to go look in the mirror, mate, because if you don't believe that you can win that championship, then there's something wrong with you, and you should never see me, and you should just run off into the woods, and never come back. Because no one would like you if you didn't win it. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, that's I'm motivated, mate.
Tough love.
Absolutely.
Tough love, harsh
that's
words.
probably what Yoss is saying.
Exactly.
Probably sounds a bit like that.
Probably. He's got the belt off. 12 lashings.
I don't know whether Max is expecting to win it. Really, it is Lando's to lose. It's just exciting we've come down to this. When you have that many races in a year, it is crazy that it would end where this would even happen.
Yeah, but it's great.
Isn't it?
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's wonderful news.
I guess it probably brings us to the moment of the biggest predictions of the year. Then.
I thought you were crying then.
You did. Your motivation did make me cry a little bit.
I knew it. What are we predicting now?
We're gonna have. This is the biggest predictions of the year, isn't it? Because this is the world champion.
World Championship prediction.
And we're never wrong, as you know.
Well, we did predict at the start of the year.
You predicted Lando to win the championship.
I did.
I predicted Oscar to win the championship.
Yeah.
So you could be right here. Could be a fantastic prediction.
And you could be right, and it could be an even better prediction.
If Oscar does somehow manage to win it, something's got to go really wrong with Lando and Oscar, hasn't it? Like, could they potentially take each other out?
Really right.
Or really right?
Now, yeah. I mean, that is a talking point from Qatar, to be fair, was when Fernando Alonso managed to hold the pack up so that they could McLarens could get their pit and not come out in traffic.
And your theory is he was helping McLaren?
Was he helping McLaren? Was he helping Oscar? You know, who is it? You know? I mean, Fernando Alonso did race with Mark Webber. I don't know if they're friends or not. I don't really know, to be honest. But
you don't know what's going through the mind of a driver on that track, do you?
No.
And we don't necessarily see the relationships or the conversations or the texts before the race, you know.
And if anyone's able to execute a perfectly constructed naughty plan, I'll tell you who would be on the grid, and it'd be Fernando Alonso. So.
Yeah, well, sadly, he's not entitled to attention.
No, but he can help.
Yes, he could.
Right? You know what
he
I'm saying?
could. So you think he might...
I don't think he might. I'm just saying. I'm
just trying to get Cliff.
It'd be really... Yeah, I know you are. I ain't falling for it
Just say
today.
he's going to do something.
Fernando Alonso is going to rig the
There we
championship.
go.
Oscar Piastri's world champion. There we go.
Oh, right, I better buckle up for these.
Race prediction. All right.
Here we go.
Start with third.
Our predictions for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Who will be F1 champion? Starting off with third place. I'm going to go for George Russell. George Russell third, Abu Dhabi. Think finished the season with a podium.
Yeah, lovely. Nice. Third place, I will go Pierre Gasly.
Right. You say Gasly when I tell you to do your podium, and you got no idea. Gasly's your throw-out card because he's been third for the last 3 weeks.
Is he really? God dang it. Well, it's because we've got the wheel here and I keep thinking about him and I feel like it's a lucky charm, everything.
The light is still going
Still
as well,
going,
we must
yeah.
say, so we can't end it till
37
the light
minutes
goes.
in. Well, we have to make up some stories, don't we?
All
right, second
down a little bit.
place.
Second place, right. This is where the championship gets decided. Oh, no, really, I can't think about it. It's such a big one. Right, oh, God. Okay, second place, Lando Norris. First place, Oscar Piastri. So Lando Norris, world champion. That's what I think.
Nice.
You?
Second place, Fernando Alonso. First place, Ollie Behrman.
So what on earth happens in Abu Dhabi to the front three?
Big fucking big smash
Well, that's
up.
just the front three. The points are everything, though. Who wins the championship?
Lando
Norris, world champion.
Lando Norris, world champion 2025. Stuck by my word all year. And there you go.
It would be great for the sport to have another world champion, to be fair. Like, as cool as it would be for Max to have 5 in a row, that doesn't sit and sound as good for the sport as, like, having different people win.
Yeah.
So I think if we can have Lando or Oscar win, that would be fantastic, please.
I think for me, as long as we get a good championship, I don't care who wins it really.
Well, I agree. We can't be biased here. We support every drive. We just want a good race.
Or at least, I support Oscar.
Oh, actually, I just thought about what I
Don't
said.
really care about the rest of them. No, like I think as long as we get a good season, I think we had a good season. So I'm happy if Max wins it again. I'd like Oscar to get one.
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as we get good racing. So yeah, how cool would it be if you had a tongue like too big for your mouth? And it was
How
always
did
just
your
like
brain get there?
hangs out a little bit. Would that be cool? Probably not.
Oh, well, wow.
I don't really think so. This light is still, the light is still going.
The light's still
This
going.
is
I
where,
better check if I got any more notes.
Back in the day, this is where our pods used to really fall apart, wasn't it? We'd get somewhere and then we'd be like, oh no.
Yeah.
Now it's really raw. Maybe we don't edit any of this bit and just keep it like mad raw.
What big changes do you think are going to happen suddenly at the end of the season? Do you think there's anything cooking behind the scenes that, like, obviously we're going to have the swap of the, Hadjar, Lindblad, blah, blah, but do you think there could potentially be anything else?
Well, we're going to see a change at VCarb. We're going to see changes at Red Bull. We're going to see some changes at Aston.
Yes.
Whether that's driver side or not, we don't know. I don't think it will be driver side just yet. I think they stay with what they've got for the new season, new cars, and then go from there. Could we see a little something at Alpine? They've locked both their drivers in. They've said that nothing's going to happen, but what did they say last year? So Jack Doohan was supposed to have a whole season, wasn't he? Or at least half. He didn't even make it halfway, did he?
Yeah, no, he was out after a few races, wasn't he?
Yeah, so I mean, anything can happen. What do you think?
I think just it's really interesting to watch this Ferrari situation. Hamilton obviously knew. I think everyone knew at Ferrari early this year that their only hope was next year. I don't think it suddenly surprised Hamilton and surprised Leclerc that they can't win. I don't think they were expecting to really have a race-winning car this year. But I don't know whether it's when Leclerc is finishing so much above of Hamilton in the race, is Hamilton just actually like not able to do it anymore? And if he's actually physically not able to race to that standard, is there a chance, even though everyone told us we were batshit crazy, that at the end of the year he does just tear up the contract and say, I don't need this shit? Because it isn't looking good, is it?
Mate, at the end of the day, like... What?
Your eyes!
What? What happened? What did I do?
You're scrolling to
Was I looking at the light? So hoping for the light to finish. At the end of the day, like, if this was like Lewis not happy and wanting to leave, it'd be quite tricky. But like, I feel like they both just don't want to be there. I feel like this is one of those relationships where you both don't really want to be in it, and you're like fighting to make it work. Because what will everyone think? What will our parents think?
Well, that's why this show Aston thing's crazy. 4 races at the start of next year. If Ferrari are no good in 4 races, he'll be driving for Aston Martin, which is, imagine the pressure they've got on them. I think and I don't think that's just Charles. I reckon like maybe even 50.
You're getting all fucking comfortable out here. Let me do the same then.
Yeah, I
Shoes
reckon,
are off.
Well, the light
Shoes
won't go,
off.
will it? So we've
We've got a
sit
forest
back.
on the laptop and everything.
Well,
Get
I
that
will
back
warn you
up.
that as soon as the light does go, the pod is over. It's just a rule. There's nothing we can do about it. But I reckon like at least half the grid right now are in talks or have had talks with other teams preparing for the start of next year if they're car. Because if someone is really, really bad right at the start, that's probably going to take them like a year or two to even get a little bit better.
So do you think Oscar is like in talks with?
I think half the grid. I think most of the grid. Not necessarily with certain people, just the doors open. Because you don't know who's going to be good yet.
No.
You don't know who to be in talks with.
You don't.
So I think you just have your door open, don't you?
This is
Hold hands with everyone.
This literally is 21 again because all the regs changed in 22. You know, cars changed 22, so you had that chaotic end to the season, and then no one knew what next season was gonna behold.
What are they doing? We're living in a bloody simulation.
We're living in a
aren't
cycle,
they?
aren't we? Yeah.
How has this come back round? Everyone after Abu Dhabi 2021 was like, this will never happen again.
It's
No.
the Formula One 5-year cycle because also what comes out in 5 years' time from next season? The bloody V8 engine, mate.
Does it?
You know what I mean? 2031.
Oh yeah, I do know what you mean.
No, but you can see, it's the 5-year
Yeah,
cycle. Like,
No, I know it is.
maybe the FIA just update the regs every 5 years. I don't know. Still going. Still bloody going. I'm eaten.
How long?
It's half
How
five.
long does the light last?
About now. It's supposed to go about now.
Okay. We'll start doing the outro then, and
well-
you'll probably die, won't it?
Yeah, I'm so hungry, mate.
All right. Well, we'll get some food. Thank you, everyone, for watching. This is the last episode before Monday, so this is obviously our roundup for Qatar and Abu Dhabi. No. But we'll be back on Monday for our after race review. That will be the end. We're going to end the season, aren't we? For our end of season episode. Wow, it's going to be crazy to end it. But then we're still going to be doing videos after that. So don't worry, we're not going anywhere.
Pow.
We're just checking the battery.
Just checking the battery
light.
on the. If anyone's still here with us, by the way, I don't know if this will make the final edit.
No one made it here.
No, you don't think?
No one made it here, surely.
You could kind of say, look how much battery it's got.
What? It's pretty much full.
It's not full battery.
Oh, that's not gonna
Oh,
work, then.
mate, it's because the brightness was on 1%. That's full brightness.
Oh, does that look really good
It
now?
obviously looks like much better now.
Okay, well, going forward, the episodes will end when the light goes off, but today we absolutely blown it.
Yeah. I really don't think anyone's going to be watching right now.
No?
If you are, secret word,
Caterpillar.
like, subscribe, bell notification. See you next week.
See you after Abu Dhabi. It's going to be a big one. Let's go, Oscar!